People were coming for dinner.
Yeah,
That was
weird.
again another red flag for me.
Yeah, well, they would have seen me doing some ominous things. You guys kept calling it out every 1 minute. Like, I think this is going to be cut out. I think this is going to be cut out. I was like, you know what? I don't think I will.
Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is the podcast we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. This week's episode 2 classic segments. We got Gone Camping as our game and a TCB Draft. You'll have to wait and find out what the draft is. But before that, wrap the week, we got me and Miguel. We have Sen.
Hello.
And we have Kushi.
Yes, sorry. Here we
Kushi,
go.
back. Last week we mentioned that we recorded whilst you were in Sanctuary Hotel. You've made it out.
Yeah, I made it out.
A week later. How you feeling? Retrospective, how you feeling?
It does feel like I've made it out a week later. I still run through what happened in my mind. There was a period, like that period where, there's 2 periods where you guys went and it was just me. First one, of course, when you were recording, and the second one where it was you guys went galavanting, went for a nice little feed.
We influenced for a bit, actually.
Yeah.
If you saw on the Instagram story, we got fucking food money, man.
I got some beautiful feed, and then you brought it back in a nice little pity plastic bag for me.
Oh, I've got you 2 whole meals, mate. Come on.
That is true. That is true. Never got to have those meals, unfortunately. But those 2 specific periods, I think, were the roughest. You know, it's just you. Just you left to your own devices, and like people come in, they're looking at you, they're even judging you. Like, oh, who's this guy watching highlights of Netherlands versus Sri Lanka? Like, what's going on by himself?
At like 3 p.m. when there's no one in Sanctuary.
Yeah, and then I have to go every 1 hour to the bartender and be like, can I get a vodka soda? This Cricket World Cup is really interesting.
Maybe can you talk us through some of the clientele that we saw at Sanctuary Hotel?
That was a big surprise.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there weren't that many people for the first 6 hours, which makes sense. It makes sense. There's a big group of like 7 to 8, maybe 30 to 40 year old white males. We never got to eavesdrop and figure out what they were talking about because they were just so loud that it became like scrambled audio. They couldn't figure out what was going on. But yeah, that was not the clientele at all I expected at Sanctuary at that time as well.
Correct.
But there were others as well that filtered in, like this is when you guys were gone. A couple came in, an Asian couple came in.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and they both had a Long Island iced tea each, and my ears were finely attuned at this point. I was picking up everything and anything, to be honest, to pass the time. And so I listened to the whole conversation, and they were talking about where they were essentially praying for a party. So they got the Long Island iced tea done, which is like 2 to 3 standard drinks. So
This at what time?
this was at like 4.
Jesus.
It's a really early freeze.
It's aggressive.
I must have been going to massive, to be honest.
Yeah. They already hate me, bro. Don't mention that.
But yeah, I remember listening to that whole conversation, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm not that fan of a Long Island iced tea." And that guy's like, "What?" He was so upset, like you could hear.
He took it personally.
Yeah, he took it real personally. I was like, "Shit, man! I hope you didn't see our tier list." I'm gonna look away real quickly. But then we saw a couple of others who came to play pool for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good in pool, so that's why I didn't take that challenge up because I would have lost. But yeah, there was actually not many. I reckon maximum we saw like 20 people.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then towards the end, not the end, but around 6, 7 o'clock, there was Rob's box party.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
if you saw us on Instagram Live that day, you'll notice that we got kicked out or we got told to move to another area. It's because of Rob's Bucks party.
To be fair, it sounded like it was going off, though.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on having a box party at Sanctuary Hotel?
You were sitting in the exact area that they had the Bucks party.
That area as well. Like, it was so small. There was a mini bar there behind. Like, so it was set up. It was full set up for an event. But like, it's just so weird because it's like it's a really small designated room, and then immediately there's like 4 toilets straight ahead. Like, you can see all the toilets. They blocked it off, obviously, but like it just felt so aggressive. I don't know why you'd host a Bucks party.
Right now on my story, one of my friends is in Bali for a buck, so I'm just comparing that to
Rob.
Rob having it at Sanctuary Hotel.
Yeah, power to you, Rob, if you're out there.
Oh, to be fair, even like when we were like near the end, around that 8 p.m. ish mark, like the clientele there was also like, it looked like people were trying the hotel for food almost.
Yeah, people were coming for dinner.
Yeah,
That was
weird.
again another red flag for me.
Yeah, well, they would have seen me doing some ominous things.
What about your time in the pokies, Kush? Was that the first time you've played the pokies?
No, I've played it before, but I don't normally go to the, these kind of machines, the nice little tap away machines. That's what
Which
I call
one do you play?
I normally go to the tables, man. The blackjacks. That kind of guy. Texas Hold'em. You know?
Okay. So you're not a slot machine man.
I'm not a slot machine guy. I just don't feel like it's work.
You weren't a slot machine guy.
I am now.
Wait, have you been to Vegas? I can't remember.
Yeah, I went to Vegas.
Did you play the slots at Vegas?
Yeah, but those ones were like, it had the
the lever.
Yeah. that feels so much better than tapping away. Yeah, that felt like a different breed of pokies. But I was so confused because the first was one of the challenges. We can reveal it now, right? One of the challenges was win a feature on the pokies. And that took off 2 hours of my time. That is, to be honest, a tough challenge because it's $10. A feature can take a lot of time.
Exactly. And there's no guarantee that you'll get one.
RNG.
Yeah, exactly. It's pure luck,
or skill.
Or skill to some. To some waiting there for 5 hours a day. It could be skill. And then I got the feature on my third try.
Jesus.
And I was so confused because I was like, is this a feature?
Yeah.
And I turned around to the camera. I'm sure Ro has the recording. I'm like, is this feature? And Ro's going, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. So my reaction, if you see it in the features, maybe not that full of excitement. But trust me, I was very happy when I won the feature. I went back and unfortunately lost all my money.
Maybe you're not a fan anymore.
Have you been converted into a Pokemon now?
No, I still like the tables. I still really like
okay.
So much so that our work is planning a end of year event, a wider team end of year event, and I'm part of the planning committee, and we're trying to figure out what to do. And a lot of ideas were thrown around. I'm like, we can host a table kind of game. Let's get 10 tables, bring out the blackjacks, Texas Hold'em, little
Games
casino
night.
night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea.
That's not actually
a lovely idea.
I think it's just, I don't think you can, what's the word? Promote gambling at work. That's the problem.
Exactly. That was the problem. And it got quickly shut down.
If you did it for fun with no money involved, I think you might get some traction. But yeah, the second you start, saying that people can win and lose money, I think it immediately gets shut down.
Maybe I should have done that. Instead of using chips, maybe use something that's personal to work, like papers or laminations or something like that.
That's not, some sort of work currency you can use.
Yeah.
Maybe go back with that actually.
I was too quick with the let's get some chips. We can get it from the hot dollar store. No stress on that.
What idea won in the end? Can you reveal that?
Yeah, I think they're going to an arcade. Classic times.
That's not bad actually. Yeah. Well, we went to an arcade after you got out of Sanct.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I did some work on that basketball.
Yeah, I wasn't there. What'd you guys do?
You know that basketball game where you get like 20 seconds to get as many points as you can, and you advance each round.
Yeah, you got to hit a certain score.
Oh, the classic basketball game.
Yeah.
You doing work?
I got the first 2 rounds. I was 3 points away from the third round, I think.
I was going to say, Kush got the furthest along out of all of us.
Well done.
Using the backboard to
Kush.
Fucking Tim Duncan over here. Bank shot merchant.
Kush had a tactic and he stuck to it. Immediately, he was just banking them in. Me and Ro were trying to swish him and we were just missing.
Yeah, that's a man that was 10 drinks deep.
And Kush was still absolutely precision, bro, like a surgeon, as Ro would say.
Right. If you want to see the Sang Challenge, YouTube video will be up at some point. That's in my hands, but a lot to look forward to. I'm glad you made it out alive, Kush.
As am I.
Yeah, you might mention there's only 3 of us right now in the room. We are missing a certain individual. I'm actually sitting in this seat.
Yeah,
today,
you're sitting right next to me. It's
I have a sudden
interesting.
urge to just say some really rogue stuff. Kush, you weren't here last week. What did you think of when you were editing him talking about being a terrorist?
Yeah, look, you guys kept calling it out every 1 minute. I think this is going to be cut out. I was like, you know what? I don't think I will.
Because Ro with his chest, it's fine, bro. It's fine.
Yeah, and you know what? Ro didn't have time to think back on it and leave a message. So, you know what? I think if I'm ever going to delete something, it has to come from, the person who's speaking about it has to tell me I want to delete it.
Okay.
I won't do anything on my own volition,
I like that.
Yeah.
So if I get myself cancelled and I don't tell you about, delete it, you're letting me get cancelled.
That's not on me.
You got to take the responsibility.
Fair play.
The man said with his chest, if I was a terrorist.
If I had to build a bomb.
I'm not repeating those words. I don't want it on camera, brother.
Christ. So that man is currently not here. He, funnily enough, did get on a plane. And he was actually allowed on the plane just a few days ago. So he's currently off in Europe. He's
just quite surely the YouTube algorithm or someone out there is monitoring keywords from audio, right? It has to be.
That's what I would think, but maybe we're not. The technology's not there yet.
Well, then, go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Just quickly on the YouTube algorithm, can I quickly have a rant about this?
Oh, here we go.
I went to go watch a video. I saw a beautiful video of Victor Wembanyama highlights yesterday. I went to go watch it. And I got accosted by this pop-up that said, "You're currently using AdBlock."
Yeah.
And it said, "You have 3 videos left." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
So I kept watching a few more videos and I hit the 4th one. Couldn't watch it. I got blocked.
There's a limit now.
There's a limit.
YouTube's getting greedy, man. They're getting absolutely greedy.
So I had to pause AdBlock.
Yeah, dude. I had to do the same thing.
I am actually quite outraged by this.
Might be a hot take. I don't even have an ad block. I'm honestly not too fussed about
You're
ads.
raw
You're
dogging
raw
ads.
dogging YouTube basic, bro.
I'm actually not too fussed about it. It is what it is, you know. I feel like I've gotten so accustomed to it that I don't.
And dude, there are so many ads.
Dude, I don't know how you do it.
I'm watching a 10-minute video. There's an ad at the start. There's 2 ads in the middle. There's an ad at the end.
I don't know. Normally I just look away, like for 10 seconds.
No, man. No, this is too much.
I've got a story about YouTube ads, but I'll save it for next week. Let me get back on track.
Yeah.
So Ro's currently in Europe, and he's in England right now. So this isn't from me. This is an update from Ro. But I didn't hear this. He told this to someone else. So they just messaged him saying, "Oh, you know, how's England going?" And this is what he had to say. He's like, "Oh, you know, rocked up to our comm." So this is Ro. Rocked up to our comm. Turns out we booked for 2024.
Yeah, he told me this. What an idiot.
What?
So found another place down the road. So this man went halfway across the world only to find out he booked accommodation from a year from now.
I'm sorry, but how do you not check this stuff? Like,
Brothers on booking.com and putting in 2024. What are you doing, bro?
but like, don't you guys like triple, quadruple check everything when you
I
book?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get my bookings QA'd by someone else, man. Check everything, please.
Yeah.
But for how long you've known Ro, does this really surprise you?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
You probably got like a $5 off coupon or something. Just fucking sent it. Didn't check the dates. Didn't check the place.
2024. Does that mean he's going back? Did he get a refund? Like, what's?
I don't know. He found another place. I assume you can refund it because it's in 12 months' time. You know, normally you have to cancel within like 30 days. There's no danger he'll be in that period.
How stupid would that look going to the reception? I'm so sorry. I'm booked for next year.
I wanted to know what the receptionist was thinking when he rocked up, looked up his booking in the system and saw it was for 20.
The receptionist is going to be like,
Sorry,
are you
so
coming next year? or-
your room won't be ready for another 12 months.
And you know how it is after a long flight. You just want to get to your hotel room.
Yeah,
you know, you're
absolutely.
tired after, I don't know, 12 hours on the plane.
Nice shower.
You have to get your luggage. You have to commute. You're like, yeah, I want to shower. I want to sit down. Sorry, mate. You
gotta wait
2024, brother. What a donkey, honestly.
So this only bodes well for the rest of his 4-week trip.
Yeah, do you reckon all the other 4 weeks are book correct?
Because before he was going, he was like, "Oh, did you book any museums and stuff?" So now I'm thinking this man's probably booked for 2025, 2026.
He's booked like Powerhouse Museum instead of fucking London Museum.
Probably, I was gonna say he's booked tickets for the IMAX in Sydney, even though it's not even open yet. So anyway, good luck to you, Ro. If you are listening to this, we do wish you the best. Boys, I was reading the news earlier this week, as I do, and this article I saw really just caught my eye. I'm like, this is too funny not to bring up. So the article reads: New South Wales government adopts aerial shooting to reduce feral horse numbers in Kosciuszko.
Hang about. Aerial shooting. What is it? AC. What is it?
AC 130 or more.
Yeah, fucking AC 130, bro.
And that's exactly what caught my eye. So I had to go look it up, and I did some reading.
Is it like a black and white image? Like,
You gotta get what the kill streak is that?
AC 130, I believe, is 13. Chopper gunner is 11.
So I'm like, dude, what is aerial shooting? It was running through my mind for like 10 minutes. So I looked it up.
yeah.
Aerial shooting of feral pigs. So this is another thing they do. So aerial shooting of feral pigs from a helicopter is used in extensive or otherwise inaccessible areas. So yes,
Bro,
it
it's
is
a chopper
literally-
gunner.
They call in a chopper gunner and just fucking gun down these poor animals.
Wait, why do you have to shoot pigs from the sky?
Because I looked up aerial shooting. The first thing that comes up is aerial shooting humane?
Wait, I don't get it. It's not like they're moving.
So, because apparently there's a large number of wild horses, and apparently if you just go up normally with, like your rifle, apparently if they see you, they'll run, right? And it makes it harder. So you gotta rock up in a fucking helicopter with like a machine gun and just go.
Kush isn't questioning the method. He's questioning the why.
Yeah.
Why do we have to do this?
It's essentially, if they see you, they're gonna run, and it'll be harder to hit. So therefore, if you hit them from the air, they won't be able to see you in time, and they're just gonna get
Surely they get scared by the sound. Of
No,
the
why do we
chopper.
need to hit him in the first place? What's going on? What's wrong
They're
with the
running
horse?
riot. Apparently, they're like scaring other like farm animals, eating the farm
They might have
shit.
diseases or something
Exactly.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
So you have to
OP.
take them out. So, bro, what's next? A nuke? Tactical nuke?
Yeah, if they get 14 more horses, bro, that's a nuke. And everyone's gonna have
Isn't
to
that
fear.
wild?
Dude,
Yes.
that's actually bizarre. I didn't know. That was the first time I ever heard. I just thought they'd round him up and then, I don't know,
So
like.
that's what they used to do back in the day. They used to just like hoard them up and then
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
But apparently they got too smart for that. So now they got to rock up with helicopter on your tax dollars as well, mind you. This isn't free.
So it's a rifle, right? It's not like a automatic.
Yeah,
Weapon, yeah.
it's a rifle. So
not a-
someone up there with a
it's not a-
sniper.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a turret.
That's looking kind of impressive though, because like the chopper is moving,
Yeah.
and so you got to account for wind, and I mean, like that's actually kind of impressive. I won't lie.
What was that? Isn't there a game where you can play as an assassin? Not Assassin's Creed. The other one, the
Hitman?
Hitman. Yeah. It's essentially that, but for horses. Yeah, this is your target.
45 pigs.
How do you get that job?
Yeah,
Where does one sign up for that?
I want to know. I really want to know,
I
actually.
yeah, that kind of sounds.
You have to put in your KD. Is that what the reference?
Can I build?
I thought you boys would enjoy that. One more for me as well. I was watching the cricket the other night. So, Manny, I know you'll enjoy this one. It was England versus Sri Lanka.
Should I go on my phone for the next 5 minutes? Or
Kush, did you watch any of that game?
I watched the highlights.
Did you watch the anthems?
No, I didn't watch the anthems. What happened?
Okay, so the Sri Lanka national anthem is dead set the longest national anthem in the world. It goes for 3 minutes. I swear to God. It actually got, I started watching it. They were singing. I went to the bathroom, had a waz, washed my hands, came back out. They still sang for another minute after that. It's a dead set 3 minute national anthem.
That's not very TikTok friendly. There should be like 60-second national anthems in my eyes.
Well, because on the other hand, the England national anthem
it's
is
short.
quick.
Yeah, it's like
45
less than a minute.
seconds.
Yeah.
But as I was watching it, I actually listened to the words for the first time to the England national anthem. Dude, this is the most pussy shit I've heard in my life.
Is this the one that's God Save the Queen? Is that one?
Well, now
God
it's
Save
got-
the King.
It's God Save the King now,
yeah,
but
yeah.
dude, imagine that you're lining up for your country, you're about to play a sport match, and you're singing "God, please save my 80-year-old king who doesn't even know I exist." Isn't that the most simp shit you've heard in your life?
It is. It's so silly.
Do you reckon any of them actually feel that way? I don't think so.
No, but shouldn't your national anthem bring you like pride and joy and like want to amp you up, especially if you're about to play a sport?
Yeah.
Does singing about some bloke named Charles really gonna G you up?
Does the
Absolutely
Sri
not.
Lanka national anthem do some magic?
No, because I fell asleep by the end of it. But God save, dude, I just couldn't get over how like these grown ass men are praying to a sky fairy to save this man who has nothing but riches and the best medical teams around him.
I reckon they don't care. It's like BAU for them, Just open your mouth, make
say
sure
the words
the
and-
camera's on you, make sure you
Yeah, exactly. You can't not say it, or else
Yeah, exactly.
It's a media story.
But like, dude, the Indian national anthem, bro, that G's you up.
That does. There is a bit.
Dude, there's a bit
to it, yeah.
there's a bit to it. The New Zealand one, I don't know if you've heard the New Zealand one. That's again banger of an anthem.
There's a bit of pump it up to it. Absolutely.
the French anthem, banger. The
Unfortunately,
US
they don't
one,
play the cricket.
yeah, okay, fine. But dude, the US one as well, that would G you up. If you're
Yeah.
playing a sport, bro, Star Spangled Banger comes on, bro.
Australia's national anthem doesn't really.
No,
cheer
it does
you up.
nothing for me.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Really
It's a horrible anthem.
Just words, bro. It's just poetry. That's what it is.
good poetry.
Yeah, good poetry.
But anyway, that's all I had on the anthem. All right, community sport update time. Firstly, we got a new community sport, Kush. We are trying to put together an ultimate frisbee team.
Finally, it's taken me months and years of planning. To be
I was
honest.
gonna say this has been in the works for a number of months now.
Oh, to be fair, I've tried to make a team 3 times now.
Really? Okay.
And it's always difficult because you need 4 to 3 players to play like at one time, but you don't know if you need 4 males or 4 females. You'll know on the day.
What do you
What?
mean?
It's dependent on the toss, essentially. It's
Toss
really
you, bro. What are you talking about?
Wait,
it's
what?
it's a bizarre rule. That's why they recommend 6-6 overall. So, and because it is a pretty intense sport.
Yeah.
So substitutions wise, you want to have 10 on the day essentially.
Okay. How many are actually on the field at one time?
7.
Right. And then
4-3, brother. You ain't hear the ratio? Come
4
on.
3. But you don't know if it's 4 males or 4 females. You'll only know on the day essentially.
and you can only ever have that many. So let's say the toss happens, you can have 4 females, 3 guys, and that's it for the whole game. You can only have that.
No, there's substitutions.
No, but like that's it. You can't have 5.
The ratio
for
doesn't
example.
change.
No, the ratio doesn't change. It has to be that. Yeah. It's a little bit of a weird one. That's why it's so hard to make a team because you need a lot of people. Like, how many do you
Yeah.
have for your football?
Football, we've got around.
Football, we have a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, football's 11, right?
No.
So this one is
6.
6-a-side.
Oh, okay.
We have like 12 people.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
then last season we had like 15 people.
But that's good. Like, that's a lot because, I mean, someone
But it's
can
too
call
much.
in.
We had one game where you have 6 people in the field. We had 7 subs.
Oh, so
We had more subs than fucking people one game, brother.
Ah, that's a problem. But what do you do? Like, change every 10 minutes?
That's pretty much what was happening.
But then the next week we had to get fill-ins because we didn't have enough, bro.
So what? 7 people just didn't rock up?
Yeah.
Like 10 people didn't rock up. Well, some of them were us actually because we went to Bali, but that's beside the point.
Well, that's the problem with social sport. You never know who's going to make it on one day,
Exactly.
one
So
time.
that's why a bigger team is always better. So that's why you're saying 6 and 6.
That's why I'm hoping for 12. I mean, 14 would be really nice.
How many? So in the teams you've played in the past, what have they been around?
It's normally been 10. Like when I used to play in high school, it was just 3
But
substitutions.
10, everyone showed up every week.
Yeah. And back then there was no mixed in high school. So it was just like.
Oh, just
pure
blokes.
male. Yeah. Yeah.
So what about the ratio? It's just 7 guys,
just
obviously.
7 guys on the field. But we are trying.
We are
We're
trying.
hoping I thought it was all over after a couple had said no. And I was like, well, this is it. But then two came out of nowhere and we're like, well, we're keen.
2 girls have put their hands up. So
Yeah.
we still need a few more.
A few more. We're trying. I've sent out the call. You know, it's like Optimus Prime calling for the Autobots. to all those listening.
Do you put a call out to all those listening?
Yeah, honestly, if any listener, around Sydney wants to play a bit of ultimate frisbee, with critical banter and, the others.
Do we know? Do you know what weeknight they would have to commit?
It would be a Monday night.
If you are free on Monday nights
Yeah.
and want to play Ultimate Frisbee, so you don't need to know how. Sen and I don't know how to play Ultimate Frisbee.
We are learning literally right now.
We learned that there's 7 people in the field today.
Our game segment, Gone Camping, is actually us going camping and throwing a disc.
But yes, keen to get it going.
I just want to know how many times have we made Transformers references in our episodes.
Never gonna
Dude,
stop.
that and Fortnite, I reckon, are the 2 most referenced things on this podcast. That really says a lot about us. Got an update for me. So Tuesday, Ostag, we're missing half our team. It was a very, very, very poor showing from us. We scored 11 points, which normally 9 times out of 10, you're winning a game.
Well, you played without half your team.
We had only 2 or 3 subs, but we had
okay.
we were missing like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we scored 11 tries, which in a normal game would win you. A normal week would win you a game. Problem is we just for some reason couldn't defend, and we conceded 13.
Yeah.
So 13-11 loss. That's fine. Wednesday, like I said, we got moved down a div. Last week we had to do a bit of acting to not win by too much, so we won 13-7 last week. This week we're like, fuck it. It was a bit boring last week. Let's actually play it properly this week. Won 11-1 against a team that was coming second. And then as the other team was, so the game finished, as they were leaving, this guy was actually walking away from us. So we were sitting down, they were walking away, they were leaving. And this guy's like, you guys are a bunch of tryhards. And I swear he was about to start crying as well. I'm like, bro, just relax. Okay. You guys were trying as well. Let's not say that we were the only ones trying hard. And then to be fair, his other mate's like, fuck, if we were good, we would do the same thing as well. We would smurf and go to a lower div and just smash the other teams.
Yeah.
So we're looking good for Wednesdays. Fingers crossed.
What a coward maneuver, bro.
Yeah.
Walking away.
At least say it's like stand there and say it to my face. Don't say it like a drive-by as you're walking away.
Does anyone even use the word try hard anymore?
That was true. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, that felt like, year 7 lunch.
It is.
Football.
It's such a cowardly thing to say. And then Thursday footy, Manu.
Yeah, Thursday. Firstly, ropes. Obviously, Ro's not here. We have a lot of other people on international duty. We have people in fucking China. We have someone going to Japan.
Bit of scouting, are we? That's what they're doing.
I'd hope so because we had fucking 6 players on the day. 7 actually.
Is this the one where Rose the captain of the team?
No, that's
that's
Tuesday.
That's Tuesday. Okay.
Couldn't lead his team to a victory apparently. Oh, he's not even here. Couldn't lead exactly. Anyways, we only had 1 sub, and then one of the players is me, where my thigh is still fucked from last week, where I told you I got fucking flipped.
Yeah.
Well, I got whiplash and everything. I'm still recovering.
Does anyone have footage of that, by the way?
I wish, bro. I wish. Because I want to see it. I don't even know what happened. Right, so I could barely move. And then everyone that was playing, right, was basically like a defender. So like our mix of the team was mismatched. We also came off the back of a 5-0 win. So we're like, you know what? This is easy, boys. We lost. Quite convincing, actually. We lost 4-2. The 2 goals we scored were just out of nowhere. Like, we gave the ball to Gunn, who we said last week scored 5. He just fucking scored 2 rare goals.
He was just smacking it and just somehow went in.
And we were getting stumped. It was not a good showing. So I think we're back to the drawing board. After the game, we're like, boys, this is our wake-up call.
Bit of
We
hubris.
can't just rock up and beat teams 5-0 every week. So Thursday, there's 17 games. So hopefully we recover. Bro, there's so many games.
How long does frisbee go for, by
Also
the way?
a very long
Like
time.
the season.
Goes until Feb, I'm pretty sure.
And how long does a game go for?
Oh, the game is tiny. I think it's like 40 minutes. It's nothing.
Gee, but it's constantly running, right?
Yeah.
Actually, can we learn some of the rules just quickly right now? So if you throw it to me and I catch it, am I allowed to take a step at all?
No, you're allowed to, like, you catch it. It's like netball. You're allowed to pivot.
So I can jab step him. I can hezzy him, but I can't like Euro step away.
Little reverse frisbee layup.
Exactly.
And the defender will be on you, and you can only hold on to the frisbee for 10 seconds, I believe, is the rule.
Oh,
so they will start
really?
counting. They'll be like 1, 2, 3.
Who, the defender will start counting?
And so they might come up to you, and
So I got to count. Like if I'm defending.
if you're defending,
Damn.
because it's a turnover. Once you get to 10, you call it out, and then the ref will be like, "All right, turn it over."
If I'm a defender, am I allowed to just like tackle you?
No, there's no tackle, no tackling involved. But, I mean, you can slap the disc away, like if it's in midair.
What if I slap them?
Like the person?
Yeah.
No.
I slap their hand as they're trying to catch it. Is that allowed?
No, that's a foul.
What's the foul system? Is it restart the game from that point or
It's like turnover.
free?
There's no like penalty shoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that
like
actually
free
sounds
throws.
like a great idea.
Yeah, so what if I like tackle someone? What happens?
It's a turnover.
Can I get a yellow
I mean,
card?
yeah, you'll be taken off if it's like.
Is there a red card so you can get sent off?
I don't know if there's a card system. I think the ref just makes the decision like, oh, this is
Dangerous.
intentional.
This
Get
is
out of here.
heinous, bro. Get out of here. How do you score?
It's literally just like netball. Think about like there's what they call an end zone. It's
End
like a
zone.
pretty big area.
It's like NFL, low
NFL.
key.
Yeah, kind of. And you just got to catch it within there. That's it.
So when I score, can I like gritty on them and shit like in the
Absolutely, if you
NFL?
want, yeah.
What's a regular score line that you would see in NFL? Oh, sorry, NFL. In frisbee, like what's the regular score?
Normally, like when we used to play in high school, it was like around 10 to 11. That was around it. Like 11-6, 11-7 was always the common one. And I think it was first to 11.
Oh,
So it's first two.
oh, it's first
That,
two.
like, I think it's sort of like who gets to 11 first wins, right? But then if you don't get to it, like it's 8-5, the
And
highest
then-
wins.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So you can't keep going like 20 or something like that.
No, but I don't know if that's a like. I think that was just our lunch rule. I don't know if that's an official rule, to be honest. But let's hope we get a team. Let's hope.
I'm excited now. You've sold me a dream here.
I'm praying.
Except for the not tackling part. That's kind of disappointing.
Maybe we'll have a few practice sessions before, and learn to throw the disc.
we have to.
learn the rules as well.
All right, moving on to our next Old Faithful office snacks. This week, we'll be rating PwC's office snacks. All right, so we got around 4 to 5 photos here. I'm going to quickly go through them. The first photo looks like to be in the kitchen area. We've got a couple of bins, a couple of drawers. There's a vending machine called Vendy. Very nice, astutely named. A lot of cups that are just, there's a weird stacked cup. Not even on the tray, it's just on the table.
Yeah, no cleaners in today, it looks like. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the sink area. It just looks dump city.
Yep.
Looks kind of filthy. If I'm walking past that sink, do I want to drink water from them?
God,
I don't
no.
think so. No, sir.
In the back there as well, they've got the coffee machine that we saw in the KPMG video. So that seems to be a standard
The
across
stock
all
standard
big-
automated coffee machine. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. We also look like fridge also looks dump city. A lot of bags just being thrown in, maybe people giving their lunch, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not a nice fridge. I'll say that. It looks like one of the fridges you would see in like a industrial kitchen.
Yeah.
Not in a office space, I'll say that.
I got to say also their bins look like I'm about to, pop my vote in at a ballot. I've never seen those bins, but
Yeah, one of them is labeled yes, one of them is labeled no.
They do have a sandwich press, which I'll give them points for that. I haven't seen that yet in any of the office videos that
that
we've
is
looked at.
true. Yeah, a sandwich press is not bad actually. It's good to heat up. The breads, Lebanese bread.
Exactly,
whatever you
I don't
want.
mind that.
Next photo, a nice little photo that plays on the perception of the eyes. To be honest, making it look like it's bigger than normal.
But depth perception.
Yeah, this just looks like one long table. Got a nice microwave there again.
It just looks empty. Like, where is the stuff or the people?
The zip tie sinks as well, great. But I don't like this cup dumping. Like just
Yeah,
right
it's
next
just-
to the sink. I'm not a fan. Nice wallpaper, but not bad. Indigenous representation. I like it.
Lovely.
Next photo, we've got
More of the same.
quite literally more of the same. I see a dishwasher is out of order and has been reported to the facilities. Why is this tray standing vertically? I have no idea. We got 3 dishwashers, I think it looks like, across this whole table. Expensive, but empty again. It's painting a picture of PwC.
Yeah.
It's empty city.
It looks like everyone's left after all the scandals. No one's stuck around. They've all just pissed off.
And they've all taken their stuff.
And the last photo.
Beautiful. Second last photo.
The second last photo, sorry. Well, this is the Lonely Island over here.
I think this
There's no
sums
music
up-
playing over here, I can tell you that much.
This sums up PwC as a whole. Just cold, empty, alone. The workers feel like this. The food feels like this. This is just pathetic. I'm sorry.
Also-
One biscuit for a whole office. One biscuit.
And even if it has been taken by the employees, this is such a small jug. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is maybe, I reckon, 10 to 15 biscuits max that can be fitted in. So.
It's not even a good biscuit. What is it? It's just it's a shortbread or something. At least give us some Tim Tams or some Monte Carlos. Something good. So this is, again, horrific from PwC here. And on to the last photo, Kush.
The last photo. It looks like we got the coffee machine, some bean. This coffee machine, Nespresso.
This is class.
Yeah.
This is actually a class machine. I'll give him that. It's a proper full-blown Nespresso coffee machine. You got the pods there on the side, and we got the person's reflection in there as well.
But photo, brother.
This is actually one of the coolest machines, I will say.
I gotta say, it kind of looks like a pokey machine to the right. You know, got the little lever, hit the button. You know,
what's so special about this machine? Why isn't there more of these machines on the other levels?
Boys, I've got the inside scoop, right? I used to work at Old Faithful, old PwC, and I will tell you, this coffee machine is on the level where you normally have client presentations and you have meetings or you have workshops, right? So they're giving you the facade that, mate, this is how PwC is. It's lovely. It's like this. I've never seen that machine in my life. No, I saw it once when I went up there.
Yeah.
Never used it in my life. But I have used the other ones on the other levels, and I will tell you that photos that we have received are accurate representations of PwC. There's nothing. I have never had an office snack at PwC. Right? That's the indictment. I was surprised when there was biscuits in the jar.
biscuit.
Exactly, because whenever I see in the jar, there's no biscuit. All right? It's always empty. And I've never had fruit. I've never had anything. And there's a vending machine that should show you how much they give a shit about you. They want you to pay.
Yeah.
This is just for show then, really.
It's for show, yeah. Functional for other people, not the employees that they should be caring about.
PwC is all show, not tell,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
I was going to say, these photos tell us a massive story then about PwC.
Exactly. Before COVID, there used to be a barista in one of the levels, but that has never been reinstated since.
Okay.
So
Really?
that should
Go
show
on.
you.
Was it free?
It was free.
Free barista made coffee.
Yeah.
That's...
And now you get these shitty machines.
It's an indictment of how it is.
Well, let's sum it up. What is our rating here, boys? We talked about it. Empty city. Looks kind of dry. You know, cool. They got an espresso machine, but they're offering slim pickings in terms of food to their employees.
PwC are an absolute disgrace to the industry, to its workers, and to this great country. I'm going to give them a -1.
-1. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. -1. Too many dishwashers is my process here.
Because the segment is rating office snacks.
Yeah.
There are no office snacks.
Nothing.
It's barely an office. It is a -1.
Boys, our game this week is going camping. Ro's gone off to Europe, so I'm like, why can't we also go for a little trip as well? You know, we haven't done this in a while, so just for any of our new listeners who haven't heard this, gone camping is a little word game, I guess. So we're going to play rounds. I'll play the first round, and I'm going to say that I'm going to go camping, and I'm going to bring something. In my head, I'll have a rule, and it's up to Miguel and to Kush to figure out what that rule is. So Miguel will then go, I'm going camping, and I'm bringing X, and I'll either say, yes, you can, or no, you can't.
Whether it fits the rule or not.
Exactly. And then Kush will have a go, and we'll see if he can figure out what the rule is, and we'll try that. We'll go around a couple of times. We'll see if it works. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you get it. And then we'll go into your rule, Kush, and then your rule, Miguel.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So I'm going camping, and I'm bringing coffee.
Well, Sen, I'm going camping, and I'm going to bring tea.
No, you may not bring tea.
Oh.
That's huge. Sort of hot beverage type of day. Well, Sen, I'm going camping, and I'm going to bring Coca-Cola.
Unfortunately, Miguel, you cannot bring Coca-Cola.
What?
Boys, I'm going camping. I'm bringing coffee and a banana.
And breakfast? Huh?
Just like high in fiber foods or something like that. Makes you shit well.
Go on.
I'm going camping, and I'm bringing Metamucil.
Can I just say coffee doesn't have fiber in it?
No, but I was going down
It's
to
a laxative. It doesn't have fiber though.
Yeah, but coffee does make you does the
Yeah.
I'm
But
going down that path.
But Metamucil is fiber though.
Yeah, but that also does loosen the bowels.
Yeah, it does. But no, the answer is no.
Okay.
You can't bring Metamucil.
Coffee and a banana. I don't know. I'm going camping, and I'm going to bring Arnott's biscuits.
No, you may not bring Arnott's biscuits, Miguel.
Damn it.
The boys, final round. I'm going camping. I'm bringing coffee, a banana, and an orange.
I'm going camping, and I'm bringing a loaf of bread.
No, may not bring a loaf of bread.
I actually don't know what it is.
Oh, what?
Because no tea has really thrown me off here.
Yeah.
I may have done Kush a bit dirty here.
Oh, so there might be tea in this rule that he's come up with, the little sly bastard. I'm going camping, and I am bringing milk.
No, you may not bring milk. I think you guys are sort of in the. You know what it is? Wait, I'm looking for a specific one.
Yeah.
Right, so we're done with our guesses.
Yeah.
So Kush, let's have a chat.
Have a chat.
I've gone straight to office snacks.
No, I think it's a specific company's office snacks.
You're absolutely spot on.
Tea, maybe tea, I don't know.
Yeah.
But no milk, no bread.
I thought it was the first company that we potentially did. Like a lot of, oh no, is this, because you said banana and coffee. Is this Deloitte's office snacks?
Correct.
Oh my God. Well,
So
you know what?
When you said tea, I was looking for Zoetic was what I was looking for.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I thought it was the whatever we did the first one because there was a lot of fruits there. That's why I went down to loaf of bread.
Correct. No. So the rule was you can bring on this camping trip stuff you will find in Deloitte's office.
What a trip.
And you're not bringing much, really. All right. Kush, you're up next.
I'm going camping and I will be bringing a green mat.
A green mat.
Why has he said a green one?
A green mat. Well, I'm going camping and I'm bringing green grass.
Unfortunately, no grass will be allowed at this trip.
All right. I'm going camping and I'm bringing a Quran. Are we praying here, Kushagra?
Fortunately, there will be no religious activities.
All right. So it's not a prayer mat. Just wanted to clarify that.
A green mat. What is a green mat?
I'm going camping and I'm going to bring a green mat and a king.
A green mat and a king. I think this is down. I think you're going to have to get this in. This could be some sort of movie, TV reference.
Dude, I've got no idea what he's talking about right now.
Green mat, king. Sorry, will I know this?
I think both of you. I thought you'd get it honestly in the first one, but we'll keep going. What are you bringing?
I don't know, bro. I'm going camping. I'm bringing a cricket bat.
Unfortunately, no cricket bat will be allowed.
All I've got is Fortnite and Transformers in my mind right now. And I don't think it's either one of those.
I think I've already done those in previous camping trips.
You actually have. Green mat. Let's think about this for a second. What show or movie has a king or game has a king?
What's the significance of a green mat?
Green mat. All right. I'm going camping and I'm bringing a wand.
Fortunately, there will be no wand here. Well, this is the last.
All right. The last
part
one
of the
is a
trip.
doozy.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing a green mat, king, and some beer.
King?
As it finally clicked for him.
I'll tell you what, it hasn't clicked for me, listeners.
Maybe it has, maybe it has not. I'm going camping and I'm bringing a pool cue.
Potentially. Sometimes you can bring.
Okay, sometimes I can bring the stick. I'm talking about the stick.
Yes, potentially, yes.
All right, sometimes you can bring the stick.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing a pokey machine.
You can definitely bring a pokey machine. So
All right. Okay.
Surely, Sen.
Yeah.
It's not just items found in Sanctuary Hotel.
That's exactly what I thought it was. But then he said maybe to the queue.
And there's always a queue.
There's always a queue, Kush.
There is always a queue.
But where does a king come in?
Only one type of queue, dare I say, not the one that's outside. I mean,
So Kush, that is our guess. Our guess is things you would find in Sanctuary Hotel.
Are you sure? Lock it in.
Oh, I've got no other ideas. Green mat. What could be a green mat? Green mat for me was the pool table surface.
What about the second rule?
I'm thinking the urinal, the green mat in the you pee on.
Yeah. And when he says king, exactly, I don't know what king is. I
was thinking from a poker machine.
Yeah, maybe a game
character.
called the
Yeah.
king.
Oh, casino.
Casino.
Oh, okay. Well, green mat could be, any of the tables.
Sometimes a pool queue at a casino.
I've never seen a pool table in a casino. All right, we've changed our answer. We're going to say...
Hey, no. I have my answer. You have your answer, all right?
So I'm going to check. My answer will be things you'll find at Star Casino.
Mine is things you can find at Sanctuary Hotel.
The answer is things you can find at a casino. That's it. I think some casinos may have a pool table. I'm not, but like in a secluded area. That's why I said potentially.
Correct.
I was hoping the green mat, a bit of blackjack being thrown on.
Got there in the end. Got there in the end. All right, Miguel, last round.
Righty, last round. I've got a rule. I'm going camping and I'm bringing an Apple iPhone 12 Pro. I'm going camping and I'm bringing a phone. The details are unnecessary.
Okay.
All right, I'm going camping and I'm bringing a tripod.
You may not bring a tripod.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing a laptop.
You cannot bring a laptop, Sen.
All right, I thought it was things maybe in this room.
Yeah, interesting.
All right, so maybe not that, Miguel.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing an iPhone and a credit card.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing my keys.
You can bring your keys, Sen.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing the Rode lav mics.
You cannot bring the Rode lav mics. All right, last rule. I'm going camping. I'm bringing a phone, a credit card, and a vape.
I'm going camping. I'm bringing my keys and I'll bring in my AirPods as well.
You can bring your AirPods, Senny.
I'm going camping and I'm bringing a sugary substance in a white packet.
You can bring the white substance in a packet.
Okay.
Thing is, right, this is a very broad category.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I got in my mind right now.
Yeah, I've got a couple of... Well, we got one more round now because we're done, right? Or is
this is our guessing. Yeah, we've got to guess.
I'm going down the route of like, this is maybe at a party or something like that.
That's right? Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. But did he said phone in the beginning,
He said phone.
Yeah.
Correct.
Said no to camera, tripod, laptop,
Correct.
makes sense.
Yep.
Yep. And then keys, but staple things you take.
Exactly.
With you. Credit card. We didn't really narrow it down. It feels like BAU,
I'm thinking maybe it's as simple as things you can put in your pocket.
Okay, maybe one of us does that. One of us does the party
All
thing.
right, I'll go pocket. So I'm going to say these are things you can put in your pocket.
Yeah.
And you're
I'll
going?
say these are things that you will bring to a party or a club or a bar.
Senny, you are correct. It is as simple as that. Things you can find in a pocket, Rohit's pocket, I don't know, someone's pocket. But well done, Sen. You got two.
Yeah,
Kush and I. Zip.
As usual, this week we are sponsored by the very good people at Manscaped. Hey there, gents. Tired of dealing with that relentless stubble situation? Do you dream of having that clean-shaven look but cringe at the thought of battling the daily grind of a wet shave? You're not alone, and that's why we've teamed up with Manscaped to bring you the ultimate solution. Brace yourselves, because Manscaped is making a statement in the beard game with the all-new Handyman Electric Face Shaver. Join the 9 million gents worldwide who've entrusted their grooming to Manscaped. 9 million plus 3 right here, boys. And with our exclusive offer, you can join us. Hop onto manscaped.com and use the code TCB to get a generous, and I repeat, a very, very generous 20% off and free shipping. So boys, the Handyman, it arrived this week. I gave it a go. Wow.
Actually, this is a result of the Handyman. You know the lines that I've created here?
Yeah.
A result of the Handyman.
How long did it take you as well?
I had to get a ruler to make sure I get the lines right, but
Okay, minus the ruling though.
So smooth, so quick.
Yeah.
That's what I was surprised by. Something so small and compact and how quick it was.
You know all about that.
Yeah.
Hey.
But what I can tell you is that I will be taking this to my trips. No matter what, domestic, international, I will be taking it.
Dude, so thank you. Listeners, listen to Kush. This is the ultimate travel shaving device you need. It is literally about, I reckon, 10 centimeters, not even that.
Tiny.
It's literally fits within the palm of your hand. And like Kush says, beautiful shaving as quick as you want, and you can probably fit in your pocket. Literally, you can walk through airport security with it in your pocket.
Don't do that.
No, and then when the security man asks you, tell him that TCB sent you, and tell him that TCB...
Definitely don't do that.
Say Rohit from TCB said
Exactly.
You, and go to the timestamp on the last episode.
And then show him your bag full of liquids, and then let him know that like you, that he can use TCB at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. So please.
There are a lot of companies right now, Click Frenzy, making a whole big deal about 20% off.
Exactly.
We give you 20% off anytime.
Dude, I get emails from the Iconic every few weeks saying, 20% off. I'm like, mate, I get this every day, regardless of what season we're in, what day of the week. So please, listeners, go support the people who support us. Go onto manscaped.com. Not even the handyman. Pick up, the lawnmower 4.0, the boxes.
Crop reviver if you must. Travel bag.
Exactly.
It's all there, mate.
They got so many good products for you to use, and just use TCB at checkout, get yourself the 20% off, and get free shipping.
Here we go, fellas. We are at the TCB Draft. We have the whiteboards here with our short list of what we are drafting today. And what we are drafting today is after work personalities. So we've gone out on Instagram at Critical Banter. Make sure to follow us there so you can join in next time. And we ask, what do you guys do outside of work? What are your 5 to 9s? What are your hobbies? What are your side hustles? Everything. We got some good answers. We got some fucking rogue answers on the Instagram story. You can check out some of those. But we have come up with a massive shortlist, and today we will be drafting them to create the perfect work personality. We'll get 5 picks each. First round is sport, second round side hustle, third round hobbies, and then free for all the 4th and 5th rounds. So the way the draft works, obviously that shortlist, once something is picked, you can't pick it, right? So if number 1 pick, I pick tennis, no one else can pick tennis, right? And we'll also be doing it in snake order. So when Kush goes first in the first round, he'll go last in the second round, etc., etc. We are building the perfect after-work personality. All right, the first round is the sport round. Kush, you have the first pick.
So my first pick for the sports round is chess.
Chess?
Chess is my first pick.
Got Rohit over here.
A great sport run by Elo.
A fair sport.
A fair sport. Look, it gets the mind moving and grooving is what I say. So
true.
Don't mind a bit of chess. So yeah.
Fair enough. I don't have to tick anything off my list. That was not on my short list.
I don't think that was on the short list either.
That's when Anthony Bennett went number 1 pick, bro. It's just so left center, but fair enough.
Alrighty, Kush. Are you 100% sure about that choice?
Yes.
All right. So the second pick for the sport round for me is going to be OzTag.
Oof.
That's an easy one. This is the quintessential corporate sport. Everyone these days at work, in the office, after work, what are they doing? They're playing OzTag.
They're bringing the OzTag kit to work because they got to go after.
So much so that if you ask them, like, hey, mate, you free to play this for a sport? They're like, no, I've got OzTag. So
Yeah, exactly. There's even a OzTag work competition in the city. The Wentworth Park one. That's all corporate teams.
I've played in that one.
I was going to say, man, you played in a work team.
My jersey had PLBC on it. Absolutely. I've played in that.
So, yes, it is the ultimate corporate sport. So I'm going OzTag.
Senny, that's crossed out my number 1 pick, the rat bastard. Ooh. With the third pick of the sport round, I'm going with the gym. I think this is a quintessential activity. It supplements all sports. Everyone does it, and there's such a variety. Weightlifting, cardio, bit of the punching bag. You got that there as well. You got, different types of weightlifting, powerlifting, all that. So I think it's a universal activity.
Yeah, I take that back. I think gym is the quintessential corporate sport.
No, I still back Oz. So that was my number 1 pick, but gym I think is closely followed in second.
And the honorable mention for this sport round, I would have to say bouldering. I'm not into it. I've never done it. I don't think anyone here is particularly keen about it, but it is something that I see often on my stories, and I know that people at work as well do it. For the people who
bouldering, on
bouldering is a huge sport in the corporate
soldering
scene.
more than bouldering on my stories.
Bouldering is huge.
Bouldering in the last 2 years has become massive, and I don't know why.
What I will say, Sen, is we've got 2 wildcard rounds at the end, so bouldering could still be picked.
Or soldering, if you
so wish. Wood cutting.
I'll confirm right now, neither of any of what you just said will be on my wild card.
Well, you never know. I've got that there. Alrighty, so we've got our sports done. The next round we have our side hustles. With the first pick of the side hustle round, I'm going with streaming. This, my friends, I think is the ultimate side hustle because you have to do fuck all and you get the bag, right? You just got to set up a camera in your house. You got to set up a little PC. You got to play some games and, mate, the donations come running through. Just got to be speed or some shit, scream at the camera, say some heinous things, and, mate, you've got tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank account.
But can you actually do this outside of work? Because don't streamers stream for like 10, 12 hours at a time? Dude, where do you have the time for that?
When you get home, you play FIFA probably 10, 12 hours.
Yeah, but most of us
every few days.
raging for most of it.
And that will be good streaming content.
Dude, I think streaming, you can't stream as a part-time thing. It has to be a full-time thing.
After work, you clock in a couple hours, you're golden.
Kush?
I think there's value in it. Let's say you build an audience around this person's coming on for his 3-hour daily stream, But that content has to be ace. Is the content ace in this?
Am I watching a streamer for 10 hours straight?
Dude, people do.
I personally am not. But when I get home from work afterwards, maybe I'll put someone on for a couple hours.
But can I ask, who's actually watching these streams? Because like, let's say in the US, right? You have a streamer who streams for 12 hours during the day.
Yeah.
Who's watching these streams? Because kids are at school, people at work are at work. Maybe is it just uni students? Is that the demographic?
No, I think they're all of them because everyone has the accessibility to.
You jump in when you're free, you know.
Exactly.
Half of them are free at 9, half of them are free at 3 p.m. People jump in, but streaming for me, I think is.
What, you're telling me you're in between Zoom calls at work and you're just hopping onto Twitch or what's the other one, Rumble, to watch a bit of...
Senny, I've seen you play a game of EAFC between Zoom calls, so someone else has the ability to jump on a Twitch stream between Zoom calls as well, mate.
With the second pick of the side... I'm going to swiftly move on from that. The second pick of the side hustle round for me is, boys, there's only one side hustle we can have, and we're doing it right now, boys. I've chosen podcasting.
I was thinking about that. Is it too not meta for me not to pick podcasting?
I've gone podcasting. We're doing it right now. It's a great side hustle to have. You just come on here, flame a few clubs, flame a few bars, and some of them even give you free food and drinks.
Russell, so many Jimmies.
Russell, dude, go look at our Massive, our tier list video for Massive on TikTok and Instagram. You can see the absolute heinous things.
Should I go behind the curtain for the Massive one just quietly? I've never been to Massive.
I've never... Dude,
Could you tell, Kush?
Yeah, no, I love the summations and the random comments coming like, yeah, no, this just has to be trash. It's like, oh, does it, brother?
I had not even heard of Massive before last Saturday. I rocked up here Saturday morning and Manny's like, oh, we need to have Massive to the list. And I'm like, a Massive what? What's Massive about the list? Dude, you could honestly, gun to my head, I couldn't point to you where Massive
I rustled them all.
Said, I have to put out the question, though, about podcasting.
Yeah.
Should everyone have a mic? Should everyone have a platform?
We've gotten plenty of comments.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sound like the comments on our videos, Kush.
Well, my name is Fart Inhaler, so...
Okay, can we talk about this? I want this to be a video.
About fart? We're giving him a platform now.
All right.
Well, let's give him a platform. Let's
Fart Inhaler, stop commenting on our videos. We get it, all right? We don't have the personality. We get it.
There's a guy on TikTok who comments on, I reckon, 80% of our videos and just tells us how trash we are. And his name is Fart Inhaler. So we're getting mugged off by a bloke who smells his own farts.
And I've seen some of his TikToks right there.
Yeah, he posts videos as well. So if you guys
it looks
really
like he's been farting all day, brother.
go onto his video and leave him some heinous comments because we are above that.
But back to the question, Sid. Like, does everyone deserve a platform?
No. And there's days when I'm sure, Kush, when you're editing this, there's days where you think we don't even deserve a mic. But with great miking comes great responsibility, as Uncle Ben said. So no, I think not everyone deserves it, but if they're, you got something to get off your chest, definitely, mate. Get a mic. Just speak.
Free speech. Yeah.
Free speech, exactly. And that's what we're all about here at Critical Banter. So yes, my second choice is podcasting.
With the third pick of a side hustle round for me, I'm going to go screenwriting.
Screenwriting.
I like it.
Here we go. Why screenwriting, Cushy?
Look, I told you, I'm about getting that mind moving and grooving. Chess, screenwriting, creating stories, no matter what they are, short, TV, feature. Let's go for it. That's what I say. And you can create any story you want. I think it's similar to podcasting. Instead, you're not really saying it out loud. You're writing it in a document.
Writing a manifesto.
Putting it in a more creative form than just blurting out words.
I will say that I don't think it's easy. It's as accessible or as side hustling in terms of, rewards that you can get immediately. It might take some time or it might not even happen.
That is true. Where can one read a screenwrite though? You know what I mean? Like, where do you put it out into the world?
There are a lot of competitions. There are a lot of competitions regionally. US has like a bunch of competitions which sort of act as the global, competition.
So there is a way you can make money off it.
Absolutely.
Remember, this is the side hustle round.
There is a way, but you sort of have to be in the top 0.1% of the world. So,
all right, side hustle round done. We're on to the hobbies. So this is more of a not sport, not side hustle, just anything you do in your spare time, maybe even downtime just to relax. So wider category this time. Cushy, you have the first pick of the hobby round.
First pick of the hobby round. It's got to be watching movies and TV shows. That's
staple.
Staple. It's one of my favorite things to do. Watch as many movies, TV shows.
That was number one on my round 3. So you've taken that off the board there, Kush.
And I don't discriminate between the streaming services, except Stan. Fuck Stan. But Netflix, Binge, Prime.
Everything else?
I'm all right with.
Fair enough.
Do you think Do you think that wouldn't be on anyone's top 5, you reckon?
It is not on my top 5.
Really?
I don't see this being in people's top 5.
I famously do not watch many TV shows and or movies.
But I think you're in the very, very small minority there.
Rohit as well. Actually, no, that's not a lie. He doesn't watch movies.
Yeah, Ro watches a lot of TV.
TV.
Yeah. But at the same time, yes, it is quite common. And the thing is, it's so broad. Like, I could be referring to reality TV. I could be referring to any.
Yeah, it is. It is. I even though it's not on my top 5, I can see it how it is the number 1 pick.
Dare I suggest, wouldn't YouTube fall under this category as well? Like watching TV, movies, and YouTube? Because the stuff you see on YouTube now is fucking high production levels.
Yeah, absolutely. I would count like.
Yeah, if we put a YouTube in there, then it's number 1 for me, man. But, top 3 maybe.
Yeah, but it's too broad to ignore, and it's such a great way to pass time. An hour of an episode. And sometimes there may be, incredible amounts of movies and TV shows that it's not only time pass, but maybe perhaps you want to get involved in it as well, kind of thing.
True.
So,
all right.
Yeah. That is a class pick.
That is a great pick. That is a great pick. With the second pick of the hobbies round, I'm going to cheat a bit. I'm going to combine 3 into 1.
Ooh.
I'm combining watching sport, drinking, and gambling into 1. Will you allow that?
Well,
because I feel like it's all intertwined into one real experience.
If you give us the experience, we'll let you know.
It sounds like it's a sporting experience, live sporting experience.
Correct.
With mates.
Live, yeah, exactly. Going live to watch a sport or watching it, at a pub or at your house. And while you're doing that, you obviously may be having a few drinks, or you're, if it's a sport that you don't really care that much about and you need to have a bit of skin in the game, chuckling a couple of bets on.
Yeah.
And even Sportsbet now has your bet with mates, so you can even have a group chat on Sportsbet with your mates. Sounds like an ad right now at this point, but
gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly, of course. So, if that, tickles your fancy, you can now have all 3 in 1.
Let's call it the live sporting experience.
The live sporting experience.
I rate that. It is.
Here we go.
It is
that
a great
class.
feeling. Like, it was definitely on my list as well. Well, not my first pick, but there is something about going with mates to a bar, having a couple of drinks, chatting. Game is just up ahead, watching as well. Or like you said, at home, the Sportsbet vibe.
Dude,
it's quality.
It is quality, right? All right. That's why it is the first pick for me.
Damn it. Damn it. That's a good one. All right. Alrighty. Back to me. With the third pick in the hobby round, I am going with another broad category. I'm going gaming. Video gaming, board gaming, fucking casino gaming, if you want to add that. Mate, I've got it all. How many hours have we talked about me here playing fucking EA, FC, FIFA?
Oh.
All those hours. How many hours have we talked about playing Fortnite? Warzone.
Correct.
Going to the casino. I'm counting that as a game. Fuck it. Why not?
Gaming with the boys is it's euphoric, man.
You know what side of TikTok I'm on right now?
What?
I'm on nostalgia TikTok. Not any kind of nostalgia. Pandemic, peak COVID 2020.
Verdansk holds a place in my heart.
Dude, I saw a video yesterday of it's Vince McMahon, who's the head of the WWE, and it's him crying. And the caption is, "When my kids asked me how prime Verdansk was."
I saw that yesterday as well, and I shed a tear as well.
Video. Dude, 2020, I will agree. Gaming was high on my list as well, and I'm annoyed that you took it. But yeah, prime 2020 Verdansk was some of the greatest memories of my life.
Can I also say, don't restrict yourself to multiplayer games. There are also people out there who love the God of Wars, The Last of Us.
Exactly, mate. If I need to chuck on a game for a couple hours, me and myself, chuck that on.
It's as good as an experience like a movie or a TV show.
Exactly, a bit of Skyrim.
Oh, that was my peak schooling career.
Really?
Say. Skyrim.
Let me ask you, I've never asked, what is your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of all time is The Witcher 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm. One of the best games I've ever played. I think I've played it 3 times. Each round 100 to 200 hours. It's been 600 hours overall in the past 10 years. Class game. I never get bored of it.
Sen, what's your favorite game of all time? You have to pick one.
Don't say FIFA.
I would have probably said FIFA.
You have to pick a FIFA though.
Yeah, you have to pick,
No, actually, no. I do have a favorite game of all time. Mine is Simpsons Hit and Run on PS2.
God, that was class.
That is, I will say this to that no game ever since then has ever captured me and enthralled me like that.
Yeah.
Dude, getting the rocker-roller with Bart and just driving around Springfield, genuinely one of the greatest moments of my life.
Damn.
Migs, your favorite game?
I have 2 in mind. One is FIFA Football 2003. Oh. That's what got me into FIFA, football and everything when I used to play it at after school care back at my public school. I was about to reveal which one, but I'll keep that for another day. Or Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty.
The OG one.
No, number 2. Modern Warfare 2.
But
the
not
OG,
the
OG Modern Warfare 2, not COD 4, COD 6, I think.
But not the remake of it.
Yeah,
No, not the remake.
COD 12, whatever that
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Xbox 360.
Yeah,
Modern
yeah,
Warfare
nice.
2. Those games on Rust.
When you 1v1 on Rust, you sort out any disputes.
Exactly. That was a good game for me. So I've gone gaming. The next 2 rounds, boys, we're on to the next 2 rounds. Wild card round. So any category we've had, you can pick anything from. With the first pick of the wild card round, I'm going with influencing. And to be more specific, food and travel influencing.
Ah, you bastard.
Because
Fuck.
low effort, we did it the other day. We went to a nice, lovely Uptown Korea, lovely restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, my God, we went in there. We were treated like kings, Kush. Unfortunately, you weren't there. We walked in. Rohit says, oh, hi, we're here for, the booking. And they're like, oh, you're from Critical Banter. I love your videos.
Wow.
We got off to a great start. And then Sen and I walked in and then we were told, just pick a drink from the fridge, pick whatever options you want from this menu and take a seat.
We were treated like royalty, Kush.
Wow.
So we were treated like we meant something.
I mean, look, we've seen some of the influencers, the sponsored
Yeah.
posts. And
All you got to do is create a little video on some food. Yeah, free food.
this is what's wild to me. This whole concept of food influencing is literally someone just being like, I had, this kebab and
Yeah.
wow, the meat was juicy. And then people are like, oh yeah, that's fantastic. I'm going there.
And think about how many people go there.
But can I ask, what's so important about what makes a video good, like food influencing? Is it like the camera, the voiceover?
I think it's the camera shows off the food very well. Also shows off the aesthetic of the place very well. And the storytelling, the narration, the selling of the food.
Dare I suggest they don't actually give much of their opinion. It's more just factual information. There isn't actually a review aspect of these food reviews.
That is, and so
I'm not talking about like a Spaniard. I'm talking like these, food influencers. I swear
there's a
it's
bit of positive affirmations, but they're very vague and shallow.
correct.
Yeah.
But so easy.
I think it's like those kind of comments like, oh, this was so increbly tender. Or
Yeah,
incredibly
yeah.
juicy. It's not really saying much,
No,
but
it's just
facts.
buzzwords.
Yeah, but when you watch it, you look at it, you're like, fuck, that actually does look kind of good. I've heard of this place. Let me add it to my list. And mate, that business already getting
I have to
hundreds
say,
of people coming.
I've been like completely gypped by a couple of these.
Here we go. Which ones?
I can't name
Name
the
and shame?
exact one. I don't know the name because I get so many of these in my TikTok and Instagram feed. But there was one that called out a deep dish pizza place in Newtown, I believe.
Oh, okay, like a Chicago style
Yeah.
deep dish.
And I was
Dude,
like,
that looks festy though. I don't know why you would want to go get that.
the whole like video, like camera angles, etc. was great. It was great. So I was, a couple.
Your
of
soldier.
Yeah, we went. We had a look when it first arrived onto the table. Man, we were like, "Oh, this is disgusting."
it. Oh, really?
This is
So
disgusting.
immediately you were off it.
Yeah, we had a bite and we were like, "Oh, this is rank." And then none of us touched that like last piece, and we were chatting and talking. And over 20 minutes, that cheese sort of became like rock solid.
Oh,
And of course, it's deep dish, so it's huge. It's
Yeah.
massive. In fact, 90% of it is cheese.
that's filthy.
And so, that was a recommendation that I was turned off by.
Do you remember if this was a paid post?
No,
Or
it wasn't a paid post. It was just one of those
organic.
Like, normal,
It was someone
organic,
actually
yeah.
went there and raided this place.
How can you tell if it's a paid post or not?
You have to put like paid sponsorship
Yeah.
or sponsored by or hashtag ad, or you have to put something to disclose it's paid.
But I will
know
say that's
that.
a bad experience. I've had great experience. I've in fact located multiple pizza places that have been exceptional.
Give us one of them.
Newtown has two. Westwood, exceptional pizza place, and
Okay.
another one called the Pizza Bros.
And
I want to try Pizza Bros so bad.
Beautiful.
And you saw that off like an influencer's video.
I saw both off TikTok influencer video. Yeah.
And one more thing about the food influencer thing. Dare I just, as we said with bouldering, this is a quintessential Aussie corporate hobby.
Yeah.
Dare I say,
Every man and their dog is doing a bites with Kush, bites with Miguel. God knows what it is. And that's why it's on my list, mate. It is one of the goats of the genre.
All right. So for the second pick of the wildcard round, I'm going a small business. All right.
Another side hustle.
SMBs. It's so stupid.
Thank you, Kush. I've gone small business and I've kept it nice and vague because it can be anything. And I've seen a lot of people we know have baking as a small business that they have on the
True.
side, or doing artwork as a side hustle,
Or selling pickleball paddles.
whether it be food or jewelry or artwork or desserts. I've seen people selling desserts like cakes and stuff. So that would be my side hustle because it's something you can do like after work. Like, because has Ro talked about his?
Pickleball business?
No,
He
the other
actually
one that
has
he had,
What was that?
the Photoshop one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he ever spoke about
Disclose
that.
it. We can disclose it. That's
He
fine.
stopped doing it now. So Ro had a thing where he just found like this mad template, which basically takes any picture. So, for example, if you took a picture of Kush or a dog, which is what the business was, you take a picture of your pet, you send it to Ro, was the person, and he found this template where it made it look like the photo was drawn.
Like watercolors, I think.
Like watercolors?
Right.
And so he would then basically get people to send in their photos of pets. He would charge them maybe, I think, $50. And then he would just put this template on, this filter essentially, which took upwards of 37 seconds. And then he would send them back, not even ship them the photo. He would send them a digital copy for $50.
For them to print themselves.
That's actually pretty good. That's genius.
He made a lot of money, I think, around Christmas time.
And then I think the morals kicked in and he decided to stop doing it.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, can you send me a picture of your dog, Ollie? I need an example. And then can you also write a review that you've had a really good experience? I'm like, fucking whatever, I'll do it.
There's such a wide variety of things that you can do to make some money.
Would you sell SaaS and softwares?
Oh,
Get into that market.
enough with this.
For the third pick of the wildcard round for me, I'm going to go drinking selectively. And let me explain what this means. Let me explain what this means.
I'm so confused.
And what I mean drinking selectively is, all right, there's a big corporate event coming up. You know there's a big bar tab coming out. You know for a fact that night you're going to get on it, you know? But maybe also on the flip side, Saturday, you're going out with the boys. You're only going to have a couple of beers. That's it. Call it a day. But you know specifically the events where you're going to go absolutely hammered. And I think that's the main aim for me, drinking selectively. Make sure you know the nights where you're going to get on it. That's it.
Tactical drinking.
Tactical drinking. Let's change it to that. Tactical drinking.
Fair enough. I back that.
Well, the fourth pick of the wildcard round for me, I'm going to go OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans for my hands. And when I mean my hands, I mean the lines on my hands specifically.
Palm reading.
Palm reading OnlyFans.
I feel like I've heard someone say you have nice hands.
Yeah, actually, people have told me that I've got like a nice palm, for example.
Apparently hand models get paid quite a bit.
They do. They get paid a shit ton of money. As
Have you
well as
thought
like
about
feet
it?
models. Yes, I have thought about it. And why not, dare I say? You're not putting yourself out there, you know?
Exactly.
Who can track you via a finger?
True.
Actually, now I'm kind of thinking maybe they can. I don't know. But
They quite literally can.
yeah, they kind of can. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like OnlyFans, just put out your hand there. You don't know how much money you're getting.
If I could do OnlyFans, I would.
You would, Senny.
I wouldn't put my face on it, but I'd do everything else. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of
Below the
silence
neck.
here.
Below the neck.
Below the neck.
I don't want to be easily identified
Correct.
as the main thing.
I think it's a very easy way to secure a bag.
Have you seen how much money these girls are making?
Especially with how much
Power
you
to
give
them. Firstly, power to them. You know, I'm all for it. I support them. Just for don't want to get cancelled here. But dude, it's obscene amounts of money that they're making monthly. This is not even an annual money they're kind of making. This is monthly. They're pulling out like $200,000-$300,000 a month.
We talked about this, I think. Someone was talking about feet pics before, OnlyFans, and like just putting out your feet can get you so much money, which is ridiculous.
You've seen the absolute sickos out in the world. Dude, half of them live in our comment section. You've seen the absolute depravity out there in the world. There's a market for anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a great shout. I think OnlyFans great shout. Make some money.
The fifth pick of the wildcard round, I've gone scrolling TikTok.
That is essential.
That is 2 hours of my day gone.
I spend at least 5 hours on TikTok every week. So that is quite a lot of my work week. And actually, no, my week in general that I'm spending on TikTok. So that is integral to my personality.
So I'm going to say those are rookie numbers, brother.
You reckon it should be more?
Was that 5 hours a week?
5 hours a week is rookie, man.
Are you putting full-time hours on there?
You said 5 hours a week, Sen.
Yeah.
Last week I spent 11 and a half hours on TikTok.
Fuck.
So that is a great hobby. One I do a lot.
Dude, I reckon what? I keep up to date with the news on TikTok. I keep up to
That's
date,
concerning, actually.
with the latest memes on TikTok. I watch, TV shows on TikTok. I'll watch Suits episode 3, part 1, part 2, part 3. Bro, before I know it, I've watched an entire episode through TikTok.
I've got mine as well. I've got 14 hours spent a week on TikTok.
Dude,
That's literally 2 hours a day.
Oh, I thought I was bad. You guys are actually filthy. This is common with everyone. Everyone is spending hours. And you know what? I'm going to include Instagram Reels on there as well. TikTok / Insta Reels.
YouTube Shorts. Are we extending it to the old Shorts?
Dude,
We are.
Someone sent me a YouTube short the other day.
What the
That's
fuck?
rogue.
They know who they are. And I even said to them, this is the fucking weirdest thing I've experienced. Getting a YouTube short link. It was wild. But I did appreciate it.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I've gone with scrolling TikTok.
Alrighty, we're down to the last pick. With the sixth pick of the wildcard round, I'm choosing bed rotting. So if we go through my list, I have going to the gym, I have streaming, I have gaming, and I have influencing. All things that are a bit tiring.
True.
Once you add them all up. Plus, I've got to go to work. I need time to relax. I need time to just lay in bed and kick back. Relax, scroll my phone if I have to, or just lie there and enjoy my time.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're kind of cheating there because you're saying you're bedrotting, but you're also scrolling your phone.
But I don't. If you want to take away TikTok, I won't go on TikTok. I'll go on Reddit if I'm honest.
Reddit was a great.
Bed rotting and scrolling Reddit is my pick.
Fuck.
Damn it, bro.
Reddit would have been, dude, that would have been my first wildcard pick, to be honest.
Yeah. Look, you've picked TikTok. I have everything else. I have Reddit. I have news. I have X.
That's fair.
If you fuck with X, Facebook even, I've got that. But just kicking back on my phone, scrolling through stuff, I think is a lovely selection. So, Kush, firstly, we'll go through the honorable mentions in a bit, but let's read out what we have. So, what do you have as your 5?
I've got chess first up.
Yes.
As my sport. Then, as a side hustle, I've put screenwriting.
Yes.
And then, as my hobby, I've got watching movies and television
Class.
shows. And to finish it off with a wild card, I've got tactical drinking, and I've got OnlyFans.
That is a class personality.
With me, I've gone Oztag as my sport pick. Podcasting as a side hustle. With the hobbies, I've gone sport-related activities, whether it be watching, drinking, or gambling. For my first wildcard pick, I went small business. My final wildcard pick, I went scrolling TikTok.
Lovely. And for me, as I said, I have gym, streaming, gaming, influencing, and bed rotting.
I think Manu's probably got the most well-rounded.
Yeah,
I got to say, is that better? We'll let the listeners decide, but I reckon he's probably got the best one out of all of us. And maybe now should we go through some of the honorable mentions that we got from some of the listeners and maybe some of our own?
We will. Right, one of the honorable mentions, we have Chris, who sent in Pokies Enthusiast. And we had a lot like that. All right? We had a lot of the whole gambling spectrum, even so much so that Nina sent in gambling responsibly.
Yeah, fair enough. I like that.
So we have a whole wide spectrum. We have a couple of music ones. So Alex said, make music.
I like that. That's a good one.
Composer, producer. That was on my short list of making music. What else we have? We have DJing, Pilates, facilitator of extracurriculars. What does that mean?
What?
Is that like refereeing? Like,
we had, Gareth, shout out him, reffing.
Reffing.
That's not a bad one, to be honest. I know a lot because you just rock up and you are literally the most powerful person on the pitch right there.
So for you, it's a power thing. Is that why you do it?
Yeah. Everything is a power thing for me, Shane. We know that by now.
And then we had a lot of other ones. Basketball, volleyball, bar hopping, clubbing, eating out, piano, reels. A lot of sleep. So I think I've captured that one nicely. Nino sent in Pokemon Go.
Is that still a thing?
Remember that? Pokemon Go?
Yeah, that was the phone, Ron, right?
You had to go around and capture some.
So did someone say sleeping?
There's a lot that said sleeping. Rot in bed. Mate, I know the zeitgeist. I'm about it. Fortnite. Not gaming. Fortnite. We have snowboarding, running.
Snowboarding?
We have tutoring kids.
I mean,
do you respect that as a side hustle?
I respect it as a side hustle.
In this market, no.
Yeah, in the market. Think about it.
No.
With your skill set, Sen, are you doing tutoring little kids at this point?
No, of course not. But I'm sure there's someone out there that is making a killing off it.
And golf. The last honorable mention I'll put out is golf. There were a lot of golf as well.
Yeah, golf would have been a big one for corporates.
Mini golf for me is something I'd put up there quite high. Putt golf. Like, I love
you get looked down upon by the actual golf players.
I'm not sure they have anything to look down upon, to be honest, playing golf.
I think in 5 years' time, I think golf will be much higher on my list as
Probably.
I get better. But yeah, thank you to everyone that has submitted your hobbies and everything. Let us know which personality was the best. And if you can make a personality out of the ones we didn't make, send that through on our Instagram. We will let you know where we rank them. Probably low because we're biased, but it is what it is.
What's up, girl? It's Cocktober! Woo! And if you're getting this, it means you're a Halloween hoe. Yes, I know this episode comes out on 1st of November. I don't care. Every year in Cocktober, the Jack of Slut comes to life, coming to harvest his hoes for Thotoween. Send this episode to 10 other Halloween hoes. If you get 4 who listen to it, you're a Thotoween treat. If you get 6 who listen to it, you're a slutty witch bitch. But if you get all 10 to listen to this episode, you're the spookiest slut on the block. So if you don't send this episode to 10 other thoughts, you will get no dick this Cocktober.
And you definitely don't want that.
You definitely don't want that. I will say as well, we told you last week to go give us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I had had a look. A few of you have gone out there and done it. So thank you for that. So if you haven't, please do so. And otherwise, go on to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Catch the rest of our episodes. Find us on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube Shorts.
Share those around.
Otherwise, go on to Instagram, boys. Give us a follow. We are very, very interactive on Instagram. We've shown this week, if you do DM us, we will reply. We've had a few rogue DMs this week. Someone asking about our relationship status, who shall not be named. So that was a bit of a rogue one to get. A few
asked if the one with the mustache.
Yeah, they asked if the one in the mullet was single. Unfortunately, he is incredibly not single.
And also someone on TikTok, I don't know if you saw that, but it's like, hey, the guy with the mullet looks like a Indian Freddie Mercury.
My favorite part is Freddie Mercury is Indian.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it funny.
So yes, go follow us on Instagram. Send us some DMs. We're always putting stories out to get content for the podcast. So if you want to get involved, definitely go do that. Follow us on TikTok as well. We've got some great videos.
Leave some positive comments.
Yeah, for the love of God. And if you see Fart in Hell, tell them to go. Anyway, we'll catch you guys next week.